Hello, I am Stephanie Joy, the attorney at All Things Social Security and Joy Disability Law. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that if you click the join button below, you can learn more about the memberships offered at a very affordable price that can give you a little more direct attorney answers to your questions. Have a great day and enjoy the video. Hey, so it is Friday Fraud Law Review, and it is also Red Friday, which I am learning to recognize on a regular basis, thanks to my husband. And a shout out to all of our veterans who are deployed. We don't forget you. Okay, this came out October 7th. This is young adults doing badly. And I call it young because it's way younger than me, a 32-year-old. This is in St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis. And this week on the 7th, I'm going to say the name because she admitted and pled guilty. Shamari Jackson, age 32. This not so lovely young lady admitted to stealing government benefits that were intended for her grandmother who had passed away. Looks like she got potentially caught. It didn't take years and years and years, I don't think. She admitted as part of her guilty plea that the deaths of her grandmother and father were not properly reported to the Social Security Administration. She used her grandmother's debit card to access over $13,000 in Social Security benefits that continued to be paid by direct deposit into her grandmother's account after her death. She also used a $1,200 COVID-19 related stimulus payment intended for grandmother. They don't really say anything about the father, but just a reminder, it's not like we have an obligation to, if we know our parent died, to report that to the SSA, unless perhaps we were their representative payee, then I think it would be a different story. So usually, and that there's a little fragmentation there because the SSA has, I think it might even be agreements with funeral parlors. I don't know about coroner's offices where they report the death. I know in some recent passings of some beloved seniors in our family of late, all the reportings were done by the funeral parlor, I believe. And I'm not sure about the one, but yeah, so it was done, but definitely the ones for two of them, it was my husband didn't have to do it. Okay. And it's not like he would have to, although part of me says, well, if he's an executor, then maybe that kind of falls within that realm. So if you have a position, a fiduciary position, representative payee before the SSA, or you are an executor under state law of that estate or the will, I think you might, I would tread with that one very carefully. But otherwise, it can be a little loopy. So in this case, obviously nobody did it. I don't know how the mother's passing was handled and who was handling it and all that. So, I mean, maybe it was just, maybe she was cremated and there was no funeral parlor. I don't know. In any event, she is scheduled to be sentenced towards the end of January 2025. If she is convicted, she could get a penalty of up to 10 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, or both. I'm going to take a gander here that she's not going to get any prison time. I think she deserves it. I mean, if she hadn't gotten caught, I'm guessing she would have continued to do this for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, however long she lived. So I think she should get prison time. However, it just seems like a lot of times they give them a little home, probation and maybe even like home arrest. And then they get like 3 years of probation and all this little wimpy, weak-wristed kind of repercussion. And it's probably why people don't have a big problem doing it. And as we talked about before, the restitution of paying back, what's the chance of that happening? Not so much. Maybe the 13,000 if they take it out of her Social Security one day, but that's a long ways away. She's only 32. So, Ms. Jackson, I think you did a really stupid thing, and selfish, but that's how the world rolls these days, right? All right, that's it, guys, for the October 7th report from the OIG, Office of Inspector General of the SSA. Talk to you later. Bye.